Was it last year? No. Oh my gosh, it was! Hey everybody, I'm Jammer. Today I'm going to be talking about Star Fox Zero's, Project Guard, the anime. I don't know. I don't really know what specifically. I don't even know what I'm going to call this video. I just want to talk about just, everything that's coming out. I mean, it's coming out, the game itself's coming out tomorrow, yesterday, today. I don't know when this video is coming up. I'm all over. I have no schedule. Who knows what's going to happen. So the game's coming out soon, or it's already came out. And so far at the time of this recording, the reviews are out. And it's definitely divisive. A lot of people are either kind of middle ground, like super high or super low on it. And I can understand why. The control scheme is like a huge thing. And I am always one for innovative control schemes. I am not one of those gamers. I mean, obviously I'm a Nintendo gamer. But a lot of shooter games in like, more of the modern, or not modern, more popular consoles like Xbox and whatnot. If you play, like, let's say you play Call of Duty, switch over to Battlefield, switch over to Borderlands, the shooting controls are exactly the same. Like A's jump, B's crouch, the same old. And I really love when games not only have like a crazy but a crazy, like, its own innovative control scheme that you have to learn and master to become good at the game. A great example is one of my favorite games of all time, Metroid Prime. Specifically, even the GameCube one and the Wii one both had a learning curve. So like, it was really weird because you couldn't use your C-stick to move up and down like a more conventional shooter. You had to like stop and hold your arm cannon and move it up if you really wanted, or lock on. You just had to prioritize locking on enemies and strafing back and forth. Then the Wii one, you had to really practice and strategically keep your Wiimote in the middle of the screen and then get around. It was really interesting. And I mean, for example, in other games like Splatoon, and there are plenty other examples, especially from Nintendo. So I always encourage and congratulate games when they have an innovative and like brand new control scheme that works, and you like have to learn it to like get good at it. And so in Star Fox Zero's case, I can give it credit for trying a new thing, trying something new. I know a lot of people are just like, oh, just make a normal Star Fox, and it is a little weird that it didn't just include some option to just play the original, control schemes, but they did kind of tailor some of the missions, specifically the all-range missions, to the fact that you can, point wherever you want using the gamepad gyro. So in that sense, it would hinder you, but I mean, they still have the two-player mode that kind of gets over that. But anyways, that's all besides the point. The problem with Star Fox Zero is, like I said, I love innovating controls and learning controls, but the two problems. One, controls that work, and a lot of people are saying that these controls just don't work. They're very confusing, and it's all over the place. But for those who have finally understood and how the gamepad weirdness all, like, they understand it and they actually start to master it, they said they had a lot of fun and actually really enjoyed the control scheme. And that's what I love to hear, because that's the thing about, like, control scheme. Like, if you're not used to it, it's really awkward. It's hard transitioning from another game to this one. But I'm glad at least some people, are actually figuring out the controls. Granted, if it's that hard, it's gonna make it so the general consumer can't play this game comparatively to, someone who's putting in a lot of time just so they can actually play the freaking game. And the other problem is, once you actually learn this control scheme, a lot of people have been saying this as well, you can't, the game's practically over at that point. It's Star Fox. We never expected a long or big game. I mean, it's a game built on replayability, replaying missions, high scores, and stuff like that. But if it takes that long for you to adopt the control style, what's the point when you get to the end of the game and like you're pretty much almost done with the game and you don't know if you'll come back to it every once in a while maybe, but if you do, you might forget the controls. So it's like, it's kind of a weird paradox. I am still rooting for Nintendo. I still think it was a good, hate me if you want, but I still think putting that kind of cool controls or weird control scheme in Star Fox Zero was a pretty cool and good choice, I guess. But if it's this hard, and I don't know, maybe it was a questionable decision, but I'm not going to knock Nintendo for at least trying. But then, okay, there's Star Fox Guard that's launching with it, and that actually, what's funny is, actually a lot of people probably agree with me as well, and honestly, I'm looking forward more to playing that game. Like, I might actually pick that one up. It's $15 on the eShop. Yes, that game's even shorter than Zero, but I mean, it looks like a fun little mini game, and it'd be actually kind of fun to play multiplayer, or at least people in the room like yelling "number 9, number 6," and you're like quickly trying to grab cameras and like shoot. I think it'd be kind of a fun game to play. Maybe we'll actually get it and we'll bring it as a gameplay to this channel. I don't know. Let me know if you want me to do that. But I don't know. It was weird that it was a demo a few E3s back, and a lot of people speculate this could possibly be a Star Fox thing, because, I mean, maybe there's something, like, hinting towards it. I think they found, like, a Star Fox logo somewhere, I don't know. But anyways, I still find it really strange that they chose to make this a separate game instead of just a mode in Star Fox. Let's say a couple of missions of Star Fox is playing Guard, like the Guard version, and then there's an entirely, you know, all the Guard missions I have is an entirely Guard section within Star Fox Zero. But I don't know, maybe they just wanted to make it so they could split the price from, you know, 45 and 15. I'm not sure. I mean, it could. There are probably plenty of other reasons why maybe they chose to do this route. But whew, I'm getting the hiccups. As far as which one's going to be more successful, I don't really know. They're both relatively short games. They're both games at the end of the Wii U's life cycle, and it definitely shows it. There's the fact that Zero has its problems. Guard is just short. So, I mean, it might just even out, because, like, one's going to be cheap. I mean, Guard's cheaper than the other, so sales-wise, I don't know. I think Zero will probably still do better in sales, probably, just because it's a more expensive game, and people will probably get that, because that's the actual physical copy, and a lot of people prefer that over digital. But, I mean, I don't know, that's just me kind of throwing darts in the dark, you know. But one thing I do definitely want to talk about is the anime, or the little beginning short intro thing that they did a live stream for, and, I mean, it's on YouTube now, you can go check it out, and I really enjoyed it, actually. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, we need a Star Fox anime. And I was, like, I agree, like, with, like, a lot of people back at last year's E3. Was it last year? No. Oh my gosh, it was! Palutena's reveal, yeah. That was, like, the anime I was thinking of when, they kind of announced that they're going to be broadening their IPs and maybe experimenting in movies and maybe television. So a lot of people are also relating this back to this, relating this anime back to that one. And watching this, I mean, it was enjoyable, but I'm probably not as hype as everyone else is, saying like, this is amazing, blah, blah, blah. Like, I love the cute Easter eggs, they're funny. The banter between the team is pretty good. It really does a great job capturing the Star Fox, like, just like the atmosphere and like the game. They basically encompass the gameplay, but in a visual format by just watching it. It does a really good job of that with like the mission, and like I guess it was pretty short. It was what, 15 or so minutes, but I mean this could potentially lead into an actual series coming, which I would be definitely for. I really think that Nintendo, I mean, this might be pretty good for the Star Fox series. So let's just say that Star Fox Guard and Zero do terribly. Did this mean that the anime itself, if it's going to become a series, do you think that this is going to prohibit it actually from happening? Or do you think because of the success of this first episode and the reaction, maybe they'll just continue the television series instead, and then maybe from that, make a video game based on the TV series, and maybe that won't be good? Who knows? So I don't know, it's a kind of a weird situation. Yeah, I'm definitely for them making a TV series. Star Fox is a universe that I think needs expanding. I mean, the audience for that series itself is relatively small as it stands. So having a television series to actually bring in more people, I am totally for it. And then maybe we can start seeing more Star Fox games come out. And then we can actually, maybe they can improve upon what they made mistakes in Zero, or go back to maybe how the formula worked in Assault. One thing I have a gripe about Zero, I'm going in circles, but again, I said that, you know, it's a Star Fox video, it's just going to be about everything. So, I really wish there was at least online multiplayer, if not local. Because, I mean, they have the local co-op thing, which, that looks actually pretty fun. But I really think that, dogfighting, I can't believe dogfighting wasn't an actual mode already. I mean, like, they have a lot of range missions where you fight, like, Team Starwolf or Wolfen, whatever their names are. But, like, I mean, that would be really easily, I mean, just the maps and, like, the overall, like, just gameplay of that level, it really, like, leads its way to being, you know, for dogfighting. And it's kind of interesting that was omitted from this game. So perhaps because of the control scheme that was chosen, that probably held back local multiplayer or local dogfights or, like, on the ground and all that stuff, just because of the control scheme with the gyro. I mean, granted, they could put a, you know, kind of like Splatoon did, attach a Wiimote to a Pro to get the gyro as well. But the problem is you need that screen to also see, you know, whatever, first person through the thing. But, I mean, I guess they could take advantage of the fact that you could hook up 2 Wii U gamepads, like they mentioned forever ago and never took advantage of. But I hope that doesn't happen, because, I mean, what are the chances of freaking 2 Wii U controllers being in the same room? I mean, like, you're better off getting struck by lightning, eaten by a shark, and winning the lottery at the same time. But I think at least online multiplayer could have worked really well, even if it was in, like, the Splatoon format. I hate to keep bringing it back to that, but it works really well there. So let's just say you and 4 people randomly team up, and 4 of them are Team Star Fox, 4 of them are Team Wolf, or whatever they are, and you just do a 4-player dogfight with, like, laser upgrades, and you just, like, fly around, and I think that'd be a really fun mode. I feel like that was kind of an undersight, but the reason I think that it doesn't happen, it's not because the game can't handle it, or it's the Wii U holding it back, or the controls itself. I really think it's this for the same reason that in Mario Tennis didn't get, like, you can't play with friends online. Like, that's like a completely crazy oversight. But I think it's just because it's one of the last games on the Wii U, and they don't really want to spend the time and the assets, and I don't think they should, to put a ton of effort into a Wii U game when NX inevitably is coming around the bend, whether we want to believe these rumors or not. So I really feel like it's in their best financial and interest just to, I guess, kind of half it. I mean, it's horrible to say. I'm never for Nintendo. I've really been hating Nintendo, how they've been just, you know, throwing out pretty half-finished games, and, like, so I hate to even, like, I'm not applauding them for it, but I hate to even, like, accept it and be, like, okay with it, I guess, because it's unacceptable that games should come out unfinished, and then never even fixed, for that matter. But as far as I see it, the reason I am, like, a lot more calm about it and not super upset about it is just for the fact that I personally believe, I mean, this could be totally wrong, and if I'm proven wrong, I'll probably live it. But I think that they're spending so much time on NX right now. I mean, some of the rumors have pointed to that sign, saying that they're developing a ton of new games for the NX within launch, within the first year, ton of new IPs, brand new in the series, and a lot of stuff like that. So hopefully that's what they're doing. They're focusing a ton of their time, ton of their assets on NX launch, and I swear, every video I do, I bring up the NX. I guess it's just gonna be like that until we freaking know about it, because that's on everybody's mind right now. It's on my mind. I can hardly sleep at night. I wake up in the middle of the night, and it's NX. So yeah, shame on Nintendo for doing, you know, crappy little games and shooting them out at the end of the Wii U's life cycle. But if they're gonna make up for it with the NX, I guess I can confirm. If they're gonna make up for it with the NX, I guess I can forgive them. But it's still not great business practice. It's kind of like, really, dude, why do you keep doing that? But yeah, you guys need to let me know, what do you guys think about Star Fox Zero, the whole control scheme madness, Star Fox Guard, the little mini game, it's really short, or the anime, if it's gonna be a series. Just let me know all your thoughts about Star Fox in the comments below. As always, give the video a huge awesome like. Thank you guys for all your support recently. I really appreciate it. We've been growing so fast, so quickly, and it's nowhere. I don't know. So if you haven't already, you should definitely subscribe. Probably some more on Star Fox. I mean, depending if you guys want us to do a gameplay on it. I mean, not like you guys watch our gameplays anyways, but I mean, it's always an option. And again, as always, I want to thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya.